fresh out the oven. What is cracking, everybody? It's Mega Pie Man here. Welcome back to some more Tower of Guns. Hatathon, the quest to 3,000 runs in the Tower of Guns. Last time I died, I took the Piece of Carrots pistol, I took Grease Pit, and even though my luck was increased, I still died very, very fast. So this time we're going to do something different. Let's take Junk Man, which I never use because I don't like it. And I'm going to take the Blatherskite crossbow. And we'll see how that goes. Now, I'm not a big fan of Junk Man, just because it never really seems all that useful. I mean, it means that the loot doesn't ever disappear, which can be useful depending upon what the loot is. But the only loot that I'm really super interested in, I mean, of course, like health and money is always good, but the only loot that I'm really super interested in are going to be badges, because they allow me to upgrade my character. And I like being able to upgrade my character, because that means there's less of a chance that I'm going to die. But those don't disappear. Unlike cash, and unlike health drops, and unlike experience drops, badges don't disappear. So I don't really have to worry too much about missing them, unless I just don't see them. So I don't really use Junk Man at all due to that. So we'll see what it does. We'll see how well it's able to impact my performance on this particular run. Considering that I don't ever use it. It could actually be very good. It could actually also be very bad, because it could drop my frame rate considering all the loot still on the screen. Can I get that secret? I don't think I can. I don't have a spare jump. Everything in this game is about jumps. Oh, that's right, they changed it, so you can just walk over here. I was wondering if it still counts as a secret area, though, which is weird, because it's not really a secret area anymore. I mean, it used to be when you had to jump over there, because you had to do something special to get over there. But now, it's not really a secret area, but I guess it still counts. I don't know. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's a secret area that I could actually get. Once one of these goes off, they're all going off. I just need to get out of here before I get stuck in all of those explosions. Tower of Explosions, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. Can I possibly hit a target? This is why I don't like this thing. It just doesn't fire all that fast. Health increase! There we go. Please don't mess with my frame rate game. My computer is decent, you know? I got a decent computer. I shouldn't have to worry too much about frame rate drops. That's something that that hopefully the console version, now that I can actually, you know, think with my mind. I'm gonna think with my ears. That doesn't make any sense. That's what happens when you try to play a game and talk about it at the exact same time. But yeah, the console version shouldn't have to worry too much about frame issues, because it's going to be on a console, and that's basically the only thing that consoles really have over PC, is that if it's on a console, you can always guarantee that your console is going to be able to run it if it's a console game. Now, if it's just bad game in general, or just poorly optimized, then it's going to run like crap, no matter what the console is, just because, or whose console you're using. But the good thing about PCs is that there can be a combination of any kind of parts. The bad thing about PCs is that there can be a combination of any kind of parts. So it can be difficult to make a PC game, since you're never going to know who has what in their computer. But for a console, you're going to know what everybody has in their console, generally. Unless it's like somebody customized their console and overclocked it or something like that. Which people do. They do that. People actually do that. It can cause a lot of problems sometimes. Oh, back off. Mama Spinbot. Back off. It can cause a lot of problems sometimes because games don't run correctly or updates break things, so it's very dangerous to do. But those people out there who are really freaking smart and know what they're doing usually do that kind of stuff. They do the same thing with computers, man. Overclock their systems and all that kind of stuff. I can't even imagine trying to mess with that. I don't have the money to buy new parts if I mess up what I got. So I kind of just, I don't mess with that. I don't mess with that. Overclocking a system, yeah, you might get some better performance, but you're also risking getting no performance by breaking it. which sucks. Also, if you crack open your console and mess around with it, that voids the warranty, which isn't really a problem if it's an older console and the warranty's already voided. Like if you're hacking a NES or a SNES, because the warranties on those, I can pretty much guarantee the warranty on those are done. Not demotivational jelly. There you go. Not so fast now, are ya? I still can't shoot through it, though, which is stupid! It demotivates everything, even my bullets. My bullets don't need demotivation. They need motivation. I don't think motivation jelly motivates my bullets. Why does demotivation jelly demotivate my bullets? Come on, game. Work with me. But anyway, what was I talking about? Overclocked systems? Yeah. So, it's dangerous. I wouldn't mess with it, personally. Unless you have a lot of money, just don't do it. Speaking of money, we got a lot of money right here. I think that's a good way to get out of here. Oh, I'm gonna die in the lava. What do we have out here? We have one... Okay, it's experience. I thought it was one coin. It is experience. It might be worth getting. I don't think you lose experience by taking damage in... No, you don't. You only lose experience by taking damage from enemies, not by taking damage from environmental damage, which is kind of weird. You would think you would lose experience in general, but you only lose it from enemy fire. And I kind of like that, because it lets you experiment. Did I open this door? Oh, the door's over here. It allows you the freedom to experiment without it being extremely dangerous. You know what? I'm actually kind of liking the one-shot ability this gun has. I just wish it didn't fire so slow. I think its fire rate does increase as it levels up, but it's not increasing by a lot. It's already level 3. I mean, that's faster than it started as, but that's not that much faster. Of course, we're also in the Foundry, which means I probably won't die here. I don't remember the last time I died in the Foundry. I died in the Gearworks all the freaking time, because I just don't like that level. It's so big. It's just so big. I can't handle it. Can't handle that much game, man. How much game you got? Too much. Too much game. That's why I can't play stuff like Battlefield. I can't handle games that are as big as Battlefield or MMOs. There's too much game. I don't know what's going on, especially in like a Battlefield game when you get on the big maps. Battlefront I was okay at, but Battlefield stuff, the maps are too big. I don't know. I don't see anybody. I don't know what's going on. I get shot from the other side of the map. I just get randomly sniped out of nowhere. It's not fun. It's really, really not fun. I was playing Insurgency the other day, and I was having basically the exact same problem. Insurgency does have some smaller game modes, but Insurgency is a very realistic shooter. It's not like Tower of Guns. It's not an arena shooter. It's not arcadey. It tries to be somewhat realistic. Not quite as realistic as something like Arma, but definitely in that same kind of vein or idea of that. Let's demotivate myself a little bit. There we go. Shoot it! That didn't work. Shoot it! It takes so long for me to reload because I'm in the demotivation gel. Stupid twerps. I hate those things. But, yeah. It's a very, very hardcore shooter. And in the sense of, you die really, really fast. And they don't tell you who shot you. So, I just basically, I spawned, I got shot. I waited 20 seconds, I spawned, I got shot again. That's how I played Insurgency. I got a little bit better at it when I started playing some of the smaller game modes, because there's a game mode in it that's kind of like King of the Hill. And I liked that because that was much smaller maps, much smaller teams. But the game modes that it's known for are really big, and the maps are really big. Like, it's got a game mode called Push, in which one team's defending their points, the other team's trying to take the defended points. And they're trying to. The one team needs to stop them from taking them all 3 points, and the other team needs to capture all 3 points. It's kind of like Attack and Defend from TF2, but I mean, it's a really cool game mode. But the map that I was playing on, I think it was called Sunjar or something. It was so big, and it just was. It was a snipe fest. I would spawn, I would walk, I'd get sniped, and then I'd have to do it all over again, and I don't find that all that fun. That's why I like arena shooters like Tower of Guns a lot more. There has been a new one that came out in early access on Steam called Toxic, spelled with 2 Ks, by Reactor, spelled with 2 Ks. And I haven't had the chance to play that yet. I want to try it out, though, because the information that I remember, I was told this. I think Bonsai Basher told this to me. I don't remember. You might remember him from some stuff I did on my channel with him. I believe I did a video with him. I used to do a live stream with him at least a while back, so you might remember from that. I don't know, but I believe he's the one who told me. It might have been somebody else though. But it spawned off of a game called Nexus, which I liked a lot. It was an arena shooter in the vein of Unreal Tournament, and it was a very pretty game, made in the CryEngine 3. But from what I understand, there was a big community that was working on Nexus, and then this group of the community took the game and released it as Nexus. They copyrighted it and they released it as Nexus, and basically took it from that specific community or those specific people. And Toxic is, well, Nexus doesn't exist anymore because they couldn't really get a community, I think, after people found out about this. Maybe they got sued. Look this up on Google to verify everything I'm saying. I might be talking out my buns here, but, you know, it's conversational topics, things that we can speak about. But then Toxic is that group who didn't make Nexus. It's them then making the game that they wanted to make, or finishing the game that they wanted to make. Because I think the game wasn't fully finished when the people took it and went and made Nexus out of it. So then Toxic is... It looks a lot like Halo, I have to say. It looks a lot like Halo, which isn't necessarily bad. I haven't played Halo, really, at all. But I do know that the original Halo, at the very least, was actually very arena shootery. It was a bit of a slow game, but it was very arena shootery, and they've constantly tried to make it more and more like the modern military shooters with only the 2 weapons. And I think the first one they had only 2 weapons as well, but with like loadouts and crap, instead of it being a very arena shootery. And I would like to check it out. Don't die. Demotivation gel. Yes. Actually used it somewhat efficiently, but I would like to try it. The problem is they're not handing out review codes for Toxic. I think I tried to get one, and then they told me that they're not handing them out, and I don't have money, so it might be quite a while until I get a chance to get my hands on Toxic. But it looks kind of cool. I was watching Hitpan. They did a pilot. If you go to Hitpan's YouTube channel, they make machinimas and stuff. I know people don't really make machinimas anymore. Everyone's moved on to animations just because they allow more freedom. But there are a few people out there still making machinimas. And Hitpan's one of them. They've made some custom animations too. But they just put a machinima out for a pilot for Toxic. So they're going to be doing a series in Toxic. They also did a series in Battlefield. Speaking of Battlefield, going back to Battlefield, they also did a series in Battlefield. I forgot about they did a series in Battlefield. I don't know how I particularly forgot that. But it looks... Look into Toxic. If you like arena shooters, check out Toxic. It looks interesting. It definitely looks interesting. It's a multiplayer-focused game. So if you don't like only multiplayer games, and you more like single-player games... I know Memories and 8-Bit more like single-player games than multiplayer games, then you might not be super interested in it, because I don't even think it has a single player, from what I understand. But if you like multiplayer arena shooters, definitely give it a shot. Yeah, and that's all that information on that. And we're actually at the boss. I might beat 2 floors this time and not die on the 2nd floor. It's the freaking oh, look at that damage. You know what? I think I might be changing my mind. Holy crap! Alright, Bletherskite Crossbow. I think I've got a new friend. I think I've got a new friend in you. You've got a friend in me. Oh, you've got a friend in me. I miss that secret. And I'm gonna die. Okay, there we go. I got a good amount of health. I got a level 5 Bloodthirst Guy crossbow. I can't imagine this thing with Taco Terror on it. That would be ridiculous. But its fire rate, you know, that's not bad for how much damage it does. I kind of like that fire rate. I've been learning that in a lot of games. I like guns that do more damage over ones that have a high fire rate. In a lot of games, I'll pick. Well, you can't do that in this one. But in a lot of games, or shooters, I'll pick the single-action weapons, like if you have a single-action rifle or pistol or something like that, because it allows me to shoot as fast as I can click the button. You can't do that here because it's got to do its reload animation, which is a little bit annoying. Although, this is one of the few guns, it might actually be the only one, that has an animation in Tower of Guns. Very few of them have actually some kind of animation for them. Oh, man. Back off. No, my level 4. Okay, you know what? We're just going to do some moonshine here so I can get through this, hopefully, without dying. Because it is the Battlements, for crying out loud. The Battlements doesn't like to play fair. Doesn't like to play fair at all. I believe moonshine makes me invincible. At least I hope so. It doesn't just boost my armor and then I still die while I think I'm invincible. It does not make you invincible to environmental damage. I don't believe. It might, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Most invincibility stuff doesn't. Which, how that's exactly invincibility, I don't know. Like the star in Super Mario, you still die to a death pit. The masks in Crash Bandicoot, you still die to a death pit. Now, they changed that for CTR. The mask will actually save you from the death pit. But in the normal, not kart racer version of it, you can't. Now I'm thinking of how they could do a kart racer for Tower of Guns. I don't think you can. Tower of Guns doesn't actually... Moonshine! Doesn't actually have any characters to be driving in carts outside of the tower itself. The tower is on wheels, though. Oh, I apologize to those of you with visual issues. The tower is on... Well, it's more treads than wheels, but it's mobile. So you could have the tower races. That might be... Oh, that might be Project 2. That just might be what Table Posture Games Project 2 is. A Tower of Guns kart racer. Joe Mirabello, I have figured you out. I have figured out the... I can see it clearly now. It's beautiful. No, it can't be a kart racer. Kart racers are usually the third game in a series. If you follow Naughty Dog standards, it's usually... Not the third, the fourth. The fourth one in the series. Because they had 3 Crash games, and then they had CTR. They had 3 Jack games, and then they had Jack X, which I tried playing once, but I couldn't because my disc copy was... Actually, it just didn't work. It froze constantly, which was annoying, because it was kind of fun. Captain's Belt? No, I kind of like the item that I have, in all honesty. Whoa, I was in that. Okay. It makes me wonder if Uncharted 4 is going to be a kart racer. Probably not. I mean, it doesn't look like a kart racer. But then again, looks can be deceiving. Is there any way I can get up on top of this stuff? Does this have knockback? No. It doesn't shoot fast enough. It just does not shoot fast enough to get up there and get all that juicy, juicy health. Come to me! Come to Pie Man! I just want to love you! Stupid game. Stupid, stupid game, and its jumps, and its crap. Maybe if I do, like... Nope. Dang it. So, if it's going to be a kart... If Joe Mirabello is going to make a kart racer, he's got to do at least 2 more games first. I'm going to die. I'm so going to die. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Do I die on this room? I would say probably yes. If not this room, most likely the next one. Difficulty increase. Oh yeah, I'm going to grab that right now. Does anyone ever take the difficulty increase on purpose? Those of you in chat, some of you probably have this game. Have you ever purposefully taken a difficulty increase? Ever? That doesn't just doesn't make any sense. Like by accident. I've taken them plenty of times by accident. I don't know why. There's no reward for it. Actually, there might be a reward for it. It might give you more loot. Never thought about that. It's possible. I can't get that stuff. Someone is going crazy on that guitar. I'll tell you that much. Because if you get the difficulty increase, it might spawn champions more often, and champions usually drop more loot. Okay. We got the pack bots. Wonderful. That's okay, I got some moonshine. Moonshine will allow me to deal with Pac-Mania. I think I've played Pac-Mania. That's one of the Pac-Man games that I've never actually gotten into. He's invisible. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you are! They don't share a health bar either, which makes them even more annoying! Back off, Napoleon! No one asked you. This ain't France! This ain't Waterloo! They don't need you! That just rhymed. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know I could be. Please die. Would it be okay if you were just there? No! Die! I think I got one. I've almost got one. Okay, there's the other one. Alright, alright, alright. Did I survive that? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. We still got another Chomps a lot. Of course we do. Of course we do. Can't be that easy now, can it? My mobility is rather slow right now, and I'm not a big fan of that. I'll tell you right now. Oh, dodged you there. What are you going to do now, Chomps a lot? Nope, nope, nope. He's going to try to kill me. Same thing he's been doing this whole time. I need health. I really, really need some health right now. Where you coming at, buddy? Where is he at? I can actually just walk out of the... This is still... Why? Why did I try to walk out of the room instead of kill him? Why? How do I mess that up? I won, even though I didn't win yet, and I still didn't win. I am so bad at this game. How do you lose that? How do you lose that? Well, thanks you guys for watching this episode of Tower of Guns. Maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. Let me know in the comment section. I would ask you to leave a like, but I'm not really supposed to, according to my contract with Curse. So, I'm not going to ask you to. Even though I already did. Thanks for watching. Have a make a pie, man. I'll see you guys later.